And welcome down here to Treat Daycare Centre. Oh, they're in flying form here this morning. What a day for them here. We've got Andy Heffernan, who's CEO with Alzheimer's Society of Ireland. Andy, what a massive day for you.
Absolutely huge day for the Society, not just nationally but also locally, given the efforts in terms of developing this superb project, as I'm sure you'll agree. And today we have the formal opening of it. And important to note as well that a lot of the funding that goes to us, the likes of these projects, came from our collaboration, which I think was a very, very unique collaboration with Virgin TV last year, where for a full week there was a collaboration with regard to content, fundraising, etc. for the cause of dementia in Ireland. And certainly, as well as the fundraising, which is hugely important to us, and has facilitated, as I say, the refurbishment of numerous centres across the country, as well as the purchase of an information bus, which is parked outside. Now, I'm sure we'll see it in
absolutely.
a while.
Now, we have pics of the centre here. It looks absolutely fantastic.
It is, yeah. And it's a credit to the local committee as well, who are the main drivers. They had the vision, the innovation, the enterprise to actually develop this, very much supported by ourselves as well. But it creates a template for what we want across the country as well. Whilst we have approximately 34, 35 centres, we want more because the needs for dementia are very much there, as you would have learned from last year as well. And that's why last year's collaboration, the fundraising was important, but at the same time the awareness of dementia was hugely important as well.
All right, well, Andy, thank you so much for chatting to us here this morning. And speaking of the local involvement here, we're going to say hello to Anne. Good morning to you, Anne. How are you?
There's
You've
a
got
cup of tea
a little
for
cup
you
of tea.
there.
Good woman yourself. And you're a local volunteer here in the centre.
I am. I have been for 22 years. Long time, isn't it? My dad was a client here. And that's how I got involved originally. I started doing a little bit of fundraising for them, and it just built from there. Started with a mini marathon, and the following year it was something else. And we formed a fundraising committee then, whose aim was to raise enough funds to build this new centre. We raised over 800,000. And it gave us the opportunity last year, when we got a grant from the Loud Leader project, of another 200,000, which meant we had $1 million to build this centre. We built our centre for that $1 million.
And of course, we've got about 80 grand from Virgin Media as well going into the garden.
And that's our next part of our project there. We have our garden designer with us today, and it's he's working on that. The plans are drawn up. It's just a mention. And now we're going for tender, and we'll get the garden started.
So we just need to roll up the sleeves, get the shovels out. How are you set, Anne?
Yeah, but you know, we've had it was a long 22 years. We're 25 years open, and you know, all the people in the town, we have a great community here in Drogheda, and everybody, whether they donated, whether they went out with buckets, and they helped us get the money. So this is a tribute to all.
Isn't it great to see a great success story here for the Alzheimer's Society of Ireland? We've even got a little cat here as well. Look. We're in a Tommy Allen. Can I send him back to you as well?
Derek will be going home with that, will you?
Yeah, I love this little. Back to you guys in studio. Come on, Anne, tuck into this now.
Get that cake. Looking forward to a slice of that as well, Derek. Thank you
I
very
looked
much.
up and I was like, what's wrong with the cat?
Is that a cat?
It's a cake.
Is it a cake?
It was a cake.
He's rubbing the cake.
It was rubbing. All Derek's.
All Derek's
now.
This is all mine now. Thanks so much for that.